Recording. All right. Can everyone see my screen?
Yep.
Yep. Okay, great. So the reason why who's this? CK? The reason why that I want to do this Zoom call today is for two things. I want for the people that has Tradytics, I want to go over some things pertaining Tradytics on a daily basis that you can use to day trade, scalp, and swing trade at the same time. Tradytics has a plethora of information. I think I've gone through almost, 30% of it. It's so much stuff to learn. It's a platform where you can gather as much. There she go. You can gather as much information as you can, as you want on a particular ticker or the market as a whole to make your decision on how you want to particularly go about the play. So let me bring up, who has Tradytics here, first of all?
I do.
Adora.
I do.
Regina.
Okay. And Mateen, you don't have Tradytics yet, do you?
What I do is I'm in another Discord where I just use the commands to get the information.
Okay,
so
that's good too.
They have it built in, yeah. Okay,
that's cool. That's cool. All right, so this won't be too much. Let me go on my other screen here. Let me pull up. Hold on. Okay. All right, so this is Tradytics as a whole. So what Tradytics is, it's a platform algorithm for options trading. Okay, and also they just implemented crypto also. I haven't checked crypto out because I'm not a big crypto guru type thing. I just buy and just leave it and hold and forget about it. I think I haven't checked an account in like a couple of weeks. So crypto, they do have crypto for those crypto heads. But right now, what I want to concentrate on this particular platform. Okay, it is an algorithm platform for options alone, and it tells you exactly pertaining the ticker that you're looking at, the stock that you're looking at. It basically gives you all the information you need to move ahead with your game plan. All right. For instance, they have a ticker dashboard, actually the market dashboard. Basically, the market dashboard will tell you what's going on with the stock market throughout the day. Okay, they give you the top three, the SPY, QQQ, and IWM indexes. These are ETFs, and it shows you exactly how they're doing throughout the day. Okay. In the morning, this is what I look at too. I look at the market overview around 9 o'clock. I look at the market overview and I see exactly, hey, which are green, dark green or light green. Of course, these are definitely good calls. The reds, of course, if you want to play puts, because these are dipping or going under. Okay, so I would look at this and see, okay, which particular sector that I want to play. All right, this will tell you exactly how they are doing in the morning. This here, this is what I love. I love this particular part here. This is a pre-market scan and a post-market scan in Tradytics. So before 9 o'clock, 9:30, it will give you some information as far how the stock is doing from, of course, you know, the stock market opens around 4 a.m. in the morning until closing, but you cannot trade options until 9:30. But these are the, kind of stocks where people are actually buying shares and trading shares.
Just FYI, that's Eastern time, just in case people are in a different time zone.
Oh, yeah, Eastern time. Yes, Eastern time. So this is at 9:30 Eastern. Thank you. And these are the biggest, losers. These are intraday, pre-market, and post-market movers that, they may gap up pre-market, and you can look at this and see what percentage or what change that they've gapped up from the day previously. And you can, make a decision, see if you want to go in or not on calls or puts with this particular database right here. Then they have the sector rotations. Sector rotation is simply the sector performance on how a particular sector is doing that day. Let me move this here. Actually, let me move this over here. So this will tell you which sector is doing the best. The rotation as far as which sector from previous days, as you can see from the previous days, which ones are doing good that particular day or that particular week, however you want to play it. All right, I don't really look at the market news or the market predictions. This is good, valuable information on incoming earnings. Gives you some information on that, and large insider transaction, meaning people inside the company that are making big buys or selling contracts or selling their shares, and it would give you that information. Then I would go into the options section, and this is very crucial. This would tell you exactly. Now, this is how, when I set up my net premiums, when I post my net premiums, this is what I look at. I look at for the particular day at 9:30 open, where is SPY heading? Is it more calls or more puts that people are buying? Is it either institutions or traders, retail traders like us? And we can depict, and I can depict from that particular time frame until 10 o'clock to see where I can play each particular sector. Best thing too, what I like to
Somebody
do
is trying to get in, Gabe. Somebody's trying to get in.
Give me 1 second. Oh, Chubby Asian. He's in. Okay, that's it for now. Okay. All right. So let's get back to the story at hand. Yeah. So the market dashboard, and one of the things I like about this market dashboard also, if you scroll all the way down, you can find some high volume, cheap calls that you can, play for that particular day. IMW, there's Apple, AMD, and they'll give you the strike, the call or put, and the volume that they're doing, and the bid or ask price that they're playing their particular play at. And if you want to play some puts, here's some call volumes here for some leaps if you want to play it. But of course, you definitely have to do your due diligence when it comes to these. I don't just go by this. I look at it. If it's good enough, depending on expiry, if it's like this here, the IWM, I would definitely go in, look at it to see what's going on with it, do my due diligence, set up my support and resistance, and see what I can play if this is true, if there's a lot of calls at this particular strike price. And the volume, as you can see, the volume is there. So I may, hey, you know what, look at it, check it out to see if I want to go ahead and play it personally or call it out in the room. And there's a lot of information that, my gosh, I love it. This is another thing that I look at always too, is the call dashboard, where basically a lot of institutions I go here to see what the institutions are buying. As you can see, for instance, like Tesla, they have this Tesla, for the day, almost 52 million in premiums. And this is one of the reasons why Tesla was just booming today, because all these premiums was just jumping in. And there's some put calls for SPY, Amazon, QQQ. You definitely want to look at your chart to see what you want to do. But this here will help. Let's go to the ticker dashboard here. Same thing. Now, what separates the ticker dashboard from the market dashboard, you can put in a particular ticker. Let me give you an example. For instance, let's go to Microsoft. You can put Microsoft in, and they'll give you a roundabout information on Microsoft as far as the ratio is concerned, the revenue, gross profit, margin profit, stuff like this. You really don't need. What you want to see is this. Okay, the price chart, how it's doing versus the VWAP, where it's heading, how you want to chart this. They have so many information as far as the MACD is concerned. You have that, and the RSI that can definitely help you out if you don't have any charting platform like TradingView or Webull. All right, they have the price comparisons. I don't really look at that. What I really look at is this seasonality. And what seasonality is basically is a graph. It's a vision of what Microsoft has done ever since 2007. So they will give you the month and day, like this year here, for instance, like in March 1st, as you can see, Microsoft has been going up ever since, let's say ever since earlier this month. ever since the 12th. So Microsoft has, and this is really good if you want to play long calls, especially leaps. If you want to play 6 months to a year out, this seasonality is very important to look at. It can basically depict your future, you know, with where the calls or the puts are at, or how it moves every single year, how it moves. And you can go back to 2007 and see how any particular ticker that you input, how does it perform? And this is very helpful. All right. What I want you guys to concentrate on for the new people is look at the live options flow. What the live options flow will do at 9:30 a.m., you will see tickers pop up, pop up, pop up every 2 seconds, every 2 seconds. And that means that these are either institutions or us retail traders that are putting bids in, either a call or a put, that are putting bids in for whatever strike price, whatever spot the spot is when they bought that particular put. For instance, like T, they bought the put at they saw something and they bought the put at the 20 strike price, but they bought it when it was $23.18 for expiration. Actually, this is a nice sleep here. So whoever bought this particular premium at $275,000 is saying that, hey, I'm betting that AT&T will go to $20 by expiration. And they bought 1,400 contracts of this worth $275,000. So these are very pertinent information that you guys will look at. This is what I look at every day. Every day it comes up, and when I see more and more calls or puts on one particular symbol or ticker, that's when it piques my interest. That's when I look in and say, hey, okay, why is this going on? Then I will pull up my let me do something here. So let's look at where is it? Zim. Let's look at Zim. So now they're saying by oh, this is an old one. No, 4/1/22. So they're saying within by next week, within a couple of weeks, ZM is going to go down. That's when I go here. I pop in the ticker for Zoom. Look at the daily. Actually, I would look at the weekly. Look at the daily also and see what's going on with Zoom, and see what are they talking about. And right now, I don't see anything yet until it breaks certain thresholds. So for the people that don't know about key levels, that's another story. That's another Zoom that I'm going to talk about. But for the people that know about levels, support and resistance, there's certain key levels that I'm seeing that Zoom may not break. It may continue on a downtrend, and I see why. Right now, if you just chart it real quick, and if Zoom, go ahead and let's see. This is the daily. Let me look at the weekly real quick. So what this person is saying is, this person that, actually these are, okay, bap, 108, 120. So Zoom right now is at 119. So they're saying that Zoom might go up a little bit, and within next week, it's going to continue its trend, which is correct. Because as you can see, it is heading on a nice downtrend. It is a bearish move. So what they're saying is, yes, it may pull back upwards and then pull right back down and continue that trend. So this could be correct. At this particular one here, the Zoom, this could be correct. He's anticipating on it, yes, to pull back a little bit by this week and by next week to continue on a downtrend. So he's betting, or he or she or institution, whoever is betting, that this particular price range at 120 strike, 120, 121, 123, or even 119 will be hit by April 1st. And it looks like it might, because it looks like it might go up a little bit. And this is the weekly now. Watch the weekly. So by this week, yes, it might go up just maybe just a tad bit. And next week, you're looking at some more bearish continuation. So that was an easy spot. I like that. That was an easy spot. This here, if you wish to play puts by Friday, go ahead and do so. This would be a nice put game right now. Okay. All right, let's go on. Another thing too for the beginners, this here, bullseye. Whoever has Tradytics, bullseye. I love bullseye. Bullseye will give you certain calls that people are making right that instant. Sweet calls. And what I like to do, I don't just look at the ticker, look at the particular call or put play, but what I do, I click on the high confidence, and anything over 80, 90%, that's what I look at. Like 83% here. And I wouldn't go anything lower than 80%. Oxy did well today, 80.6%. So let's go back here. Let's look at this 80% here. Where was it? 83. Moulin. So it came in around 950 this morning. So if we would have played Moulin at 950, let's see. Moulin was in a range all day today. So this person here, this call here was neutral. So it wasn't really anything going. I didn't like the price action that I was heading, because it was just a neutral and it was a call. But as you can see, Moulin really didn't do anything today until around 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, it started moving. So those are the things that you want to look at when it comes to the Tradytics. But profit, I love too, for the people that swing trades. Profit is another one. Click on that. Whenever you want to populate. Here we go. So profit, basically profit is a price action and options driven AI that posts swings and trade ideas. I love profit because usually it takes a day or two for whatever that you see here to manifest. And right now, and I did play this just to test something out that I did earlier this morning. I checked out F, and F, it's a 91% confidence that F will hit whatever. Let's see what day what they had. Basically F is a what you call it, it's tip of my tongue. Profit really doesn't have a strike price or anything. It's just telling you that that particular symbol is bullish. It can be bullish for a day, it could be bullish for 2 days, or till the end of the week. But right now, it's a high confidence because of their algorithm. It's a high confidence that F will be bullish for another 2 or 3 days. So what I did, and I saw this actually the other day, and it was around 79, 80%, but right now it's 91. So I saw this the other day, and I took a look at F, and I love F. I love what F is doing. And ever since then, as you can see, I think I saw it around this time. And ever since then, F has been moving since yesterday. And remember, yesterday was around 82, 83% when I first saw F. And now F is at 91%. So it is manifesting. I did go in personally for me. I didn't call it out, but it's my personal trade. I did go in F, and I'm up around 29 or 32% right now from that particular call that I saw here. So this profit is really good, but of course you still have to do your due diligence. Don't just look at a particular stock and just go for it. You know, just do your technical analysis. You know, if it's something that you like, do it. Or any of your top stocks that you like to trade. For instance, let's say Tesla. There's nothing for Tesla now. Go back. Excuse me, guys. Computer running a little slow. Will it work for Forex? No. You came in a little bit late, but what it does have, it has is a crypto market dashboard. I haven't checked it out yet. Again, like I told everyone, I haven't checked it out because I'm not like a crypto guru. I just buy crypto, some of the big names, and just hold it out and stuff. So I don't really trade crypto. But for Forex, definitely not. I think they might enter some Forex information pretty soon. I have to talk with the owner to see what's going on. But for right now, it's only stocks and crypto. All right. Before I continue, does anyone has any questions?
I had a quick question. Is this Zoom is for the Tradytics, or are we going to do the block?
Oh, we're gonna do more. Yeah. I just want to get a feeling.
Okay.
Just want everybody to get a feeling on, just for the people that have Tradytics right now. Okay, because this is a powerful website, powerful platform that you can take advantage of. There's many other things that I want to show you as far as trading flow and scanning, but it's too much right now. It would take around several Zoom calls. And for the people that wants to, we can definitely do some one-on-one. I don't mind doing that after trading hours. We can definitely sit down, do one-on-ones and go over this. But I just want you guys to know the basics right now, where you can jump in first thing in the morning. You know, you can definitely look at the profit, and you can definitely look at the intraday AI and show you exactly what's going on. You can jump like a lot of people. For this CCJ, you would jump on this first thing in the morning. Remember, I talked about UPST earlier. UPST, Apple jumped a little bit. So all of these right here were winners today. All of these were winners today, and it will automatically populate for you. So if it's something that you like, and you have to basically look at it. For the people that work, this is really not feasible for you, because you would have to look at the screen every second. You definitely have to look at the screen, because it populates all the time. Every 2 seconds, it populates. So, but if you do have time during your lunch or before 10 o'clock or something like that, if you have a little time on your break, definitely jump on this and see what you can play real quick to make some money. This is very important. Very important. Now, for people who needs help with technical analysis and charting. Anybody? Somebody.
Hey Gabe, do you do candlestick analysis?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Can we touch on candlestick analysis?
Okay. For instance, let's go to now. What do you?
If you can touch on the block, I'm sorry, when you get a chance.
Okay.
I like that today. Okay.
The blocks. Oh yeah, I'm going to touch. This is very helpful. I want everyone to get this order block. But technical analysis, candlesticks is very important, Henry. I mean, Derek, right? Was that the one that, Derek, did you?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you want to know about some certain patterns?
Correct.
Okay.
Like shooting stars, bearish haramis.
There's one particular, I would say, an umbrella of patterns that I want everyone to know, and that's the dojis, because that's the one that you're always going to see, no matter what. If you look at the weekly, daily, hourly, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 1 minute, you're always going to see the dojis. You're always going to see some type of doji, some type of long wick with a small body. This is one of the most important, there's others, like the Haramic and other stuff like that. There's others, but the doji is the most important one that I want you guys to focus on, especially when it comes to day trading and swing trading. Because day trading and swing trading, you have to be fast. You have to know exactly what type of patterns that's forming, number one, and what direction that it's heading. You see what I mean? So, for instance, Derek, what indicators, or how do you set up your chart?
I have my chart set up with a EMA, a 8 EMA, the orb, a 50 EMA, and a 200 EMA.
Awesome. Okay. Awesome. And do you use TradingView?
Yes, I do.
Awesome. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to try something different. I want you to try definitely something different. And these is all the categories that these are all the indicators that I use. I don't use them at once, but these are the ones that's most important to me. And I'll explain all of them. I'll explain each of them. So for my day trade, I have here situations, certain times I have around 2 tickers up. Then I'll pull another trading view up. And I have another set. So I have 2 tickers like this, looking back and forth. Sometime I may even do 3. This one I don't, yeah, I can't do it anymore because this is open, but sometime I may do 3 here, set it up like this. All right, I'll set it up here. Then I have another 2 here. Then I would have my Tradytics on live option flow. Once it's at live option flow, I see what's populating, what's going on, everything every day. Then I'll look at a particular ticker and go for it. But for the first one, what I have is the top tickers that I like to play, like the Tesla. And let me show you my list right here. These are the ones that I like to play all the time. The SPY, Apple, Tesla, Google, Microsoft, AMD, NVIDIA, PayPal, MU. These are the ones, and they're different sectors. I have the semiconductors, I have the tech, I have the energy here, UPS, FedEx. I have all this here. So this is what I usually play first. Yes, there's other tickers that's in there, and if somebody calls it out, I'll go ahead. If somebody say, hey, I got NEO, I'll look at NEO real quick and scan it for you guys and see if it's a good play and so forth. But this is what I look at all the time. So I would jump back and forth. I would look at this real quick, come out here, look at PayPal and see what's going on. I would do the 5-minute only. So for the people that can't do this right now, that's fine. But what I would for you to do is, number one, I want you to get this particular SMA. It's called the 3 Smooth SMA. And I'm going to put it right here. This is it, the 3 Smooth SMA by Hamid Safi. Okay, 3 Smooth SMA. And what I want you to do is set it up the way I have the 9, the 20, and the 50 SMA. All right, these are very helpful because number one of them is closer to the price action. The other one is almost closer to the price action, but gives you a figure or an idea if it's going to dip more, if it's going to dip further that particular day and move up. And also I have the 50. The 50 is when I really like get out of a play. If it dips down below or touches this, that's when I really get out. Okay, so these 2 save me from getting out too early. Okay, and as you can see, once it's closer to the price action, the SMA, the moving average is closer to the price action. That means, of course, you can still stay in the play. And if it's further away from the price action, that means it's in a strong trend. If it's on a downtrend, of course, it's going to be further away from all 3. But if it's on a strong uptrend, it's going to be further away, moving away from all 3 in an upward direction. That's what I want you to set up. And I want you to try it. Now, if you don't like it, by Friday, by all means, go back to your original setup. Okay. Then I have the orb, the 5-minute orb. I use the 5-minute orb, of course, only on the 5-minute. And before I use any of these, what I used to do and tell my peoples to do with the 5-minute orb, of course, the orb is the open range breakout. So the first 5-minute candle is what I base the rest of my day on. So what I look for, of course, is any 2 green candles that's above this first orb, and it will be in the pink box here. Any 2 candles that's above the orb, I play long. But there's criteria that needs to be met before I go into the play. Number 1, it needs to be above all 3 moving averages. That's number 1. Number 2, I have the RSI MA. The black line is the RSI, and the yellow line is the 14 period moving average. So if this, let's say for the second one right here, if that's above it, above the orb, that's number one. Number two, if that price action is above all three moving averages, okay. And then the last, if my RSI is above my moving average, these are my cue right now to go for long. Simple. I don't want anything to be complicated where you have to put all this here. Yes, I do have the Bollinger Band, but that's for like when I look at the dailies and so forth. But I don't want you to put in the Bollinger Band, but I just want you to look at these right here. That's simple. Okay. That's simple and effective. Simple. You look at it. If it's above, criteria 1. If it's above, criteria 2. And if it's above all three, criteria 3. Boom, you go for long. And of course, the price is it's moving away from all three going up. That's a strong uptrend. And as you can see, it's a strong uptrend. Of course, anytime it's moving closer, you can see that bad boy bend. And it's basically right now it's in a range from that high. All right. Now, number 3, this is a new one. This is called order blocks. The order blocks I want you to get, there's different ones. It's an order block by PMK07.
Okay.
Here's the fun thing about this order block. Let me put it in. What the order block is, it tells me the green, there's the green box, and also there's going to be, let me look at the daily. There's going to be a green box here, and there's going to be a red box. So you can color code it however you want. And also there's going to be the gray box. This gray box are just, and I'll explain everything right now. So the green box is when people, when institutions or when buys are coming in. Okay, when people are buying contracts and so forth, this is when it's coming in, and this will light up. This will give you, depending on where, let's go back to the 5-minute. So depending on where you're at in the play. So for instance, like right now, let's say today at 14 something, around 2-3 o'clock. Okay, this pops up. That green tells you that more buyers are coming in. And the way you can tell also is if you go to Tradytics, and if you clock in Neo, and at 2 o'clock, let me see, wait a minute. I'm gonna show you right now. So around 14, yeah, about 15, 20 or so. So around that time frame, you see this 15, 16, 15, 17. So it correlates with this time frame right here. You see the time at the bottom here?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay, right? Yeah, right here. You see that time frame? So this time frame around 14:55 or 15:20, around 2-3 o'clock. If you look here, around 14:30, it was around the same time frame that these calls came in. So this order block automatically populates and tells me, hey, calls are coming in. So, but even before I go in, I would look at this and say, oh shit, damn, calls are coming in. Wow, calls are coming in. And again, before I go in, I want to see where my MAs are, where my RSI is, and everything that correlates before I go into a play. And right here dictates everything. See, around this time frame where that where the green was coming in, where that green order block came in, it was above the RSI. I'm sorry, the MA, the moving average, the 14 moving average. So the RSI was moving upwards. Calls were coming in here. And here's a good catch. I'm going to show you guys something very important. When those calls came in, what the order block would do, you see this red candlestick, it would automatically change because, you know, as you can see, this is the red normal candlestick patterns. But then what it does is it changes color. And that color tells me, informs me that this is a bullish sign. Now, here's another thing too. Without the order block, you would see that, hey, in order for this particular stock to move up, it would need to pass certain levels. And this particular level, let's say if you want to go long, it would need to pass this particular level, right? You would have to do this yourself. But with the order block, it automatically populated for you and tells you from this yellow and this red line tells you, hey, it's about to be a nice uptrend. So you can go long. If you're quick enough, you can go long here. But if you want to wait for confirmation, you can go long here. Why? This indicates that it's a bullish sentiment. Another thing too, these correlate as a golden cross. So once the 9 and the 5 and the 20 cross each other on an upward trend, that means it's going to be bullish. Okay. And number 3, the RSI is above the 14-period moving average. So all that right there gives you a signal to go in to buy. This is a very helpful indicator. And this is basically how I got into Tesla today. I only use this. I only use this with the 1 minute. So the way I got into Tesla, let me get this out. The way I got into Tesla today was very good. Give me 1 second. So Tesla was moving. I really didn't pay attention to Tesla that much in the morning. I was looking at Microsoft and Google, but Tesla came in, and what happened here, I do have a enabler, a sound enabler. So whatever ticker that I want, I can go ahead and enable it, and it would basically sound off whenever that ticker come up. So if Tesla come up, and I have Tesla set, so if Tesla come up, it would just ding, 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 Tesla. Let me take this out here. So it would ding, 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 Tesla anytime Tesla came up. So Tesla would just kept coming up, kept coming up. I really didn't pay attention, of course, to it because I was looking at Google and Microsoft. And I think there was another one I was looking at too that I completely forgot about Tesla. So we got into Tesla a little bit late in the morning. So when that bell came, I looked at Tesla. I think we got in the first Tesla, we got in around 10 o'clock. What was it, Martine? It was around 10 something.
It was around 10:40 or
it was around 10 something. And what I saw, of course, I was looking at the looking at the 5 minute. I didn't look at the 1 minute yet. Where's my this is a lot of jargon that you see here. So I was looking at the 5 minute, and it was around here about 10:30, 10:45 that I kept watching it. I kept watching it, and I was like, you know what? These are good moves. It's above all the SMAs, and this bad boy was about to go up. I called it here. We rode it for about less than 15 minutes, made some profit. I think a couple of people stayed in longer, but I bought a couple more contracts, about 5 or 10 contracts, and just let it ride. A couple of people, I made my money and left. So a couple of people, I think Martine and a couple of people were still in Tesla, and it kept riding. I forgot about it again until someone said, hey, Tesla's still rising. I was like, oh shit, let me see what's going on here. I looked again, and it was around 2:45 or so, Tesla popped up again. I looked at the 1 minute. And actually, this is when I spoke with Eldora. I was on the phone with Eldora, and Eldora actually pointed it out on the 1 minute. Like, hey, and I was teaching her about the order block, and Eldora's like, hey, it's forming again. I was like, wait, let me see. It formed again. I ran into live option flow. I saw more Tesla calls come in real quick. I was looking at here. I was like, oh shit. Okay, let's go in. Then I made that last call around 2:30 or so. And we rode that bad boy for about half an hour to an hour and made profit. Why? Because I just saw all the correlation from the order blocks. I just kept seeing calls coming in. I didn't even have to look at live flow anymore because the order blocks was telling me in green that people were coming in. Okay. And my other correlation of getting in is because of this yellow candle that formed this red line. Once it surpasses over that red line, so that second candlestick, I didn't go over the first. You never go over the first candlestick. You always wait for the second candlestick to close. I don't care if you use the orb, you use any SMAs or anything else. You always, for confirmation, you always wait for the second or third candlestick to close above whatever parameter that you're doing, or if you're going short, below the parameter. You never go in because, oh, this popped up, because it can be a false move, always a false breakout. Okay, so I waited. Once that second candlestick closed, that's when I made the call, and we rode that bad boy. Yes, it was going down a little bit, went up, down, and I kept telling people just to hold on. I kept telling Eldora to hold on. She wanted to quit. I was like, no, hold on. I see it. Why did I see it? Because I was under 1 minute and everything was above the threshold. Everything was looking good. So why exit at a nice on a nice run? I would wait until, of course, it goes down underneath the MA line, or it would go ahead and go down underneath my 9 or 20 MA. Okay, and then of course we got out, but then of course Tesla kept on running, which is cool because I know for a fact, hey, if we see this again tomorrow, first thing in the morning by 10 o'clock, and I don't trade until after 10, unless I see a good, confident particular play. But other than that, I wait until after 10. I wait till everything dies down, because there was a lot of people that swung Tesla, did a swing play from yesterday. So they would want to cash out real quick before anything happens to the particular stock. If they're in a call and if it goes down by 10 o'clock, they want to get out with profit. So that's why I wait till after 10 o'clock to go into any particular call, unless I see a good confirmation, a good formation, a good execution to go in before 10. But anything after that, yes, I would let you guys know. But then I just saw all these orders that was coming in, massive orders that was coming in, massive orders all day, massive orders. So we got in and we made some money. And Matan, you did good. I love it. I want to congratulate you for that. You did good. You really did good. So this is very helpful. These order blocks, don't worry about the Bollinger Bands, but these indicators, and also with the RSI. Oh, here we go. The RSI that you have to look for is the relative strength index updated. It has to say updated. It has no name. No one made this up. This is the script, the internal script indicator. So you have to look for this one, and it has to say updated. Once you have that up, then your length will be 14. Close. The time frame is the chart. The MA has to be SMA, because you definitely have to correlate with the SMA. Now, if this was EMA, if you had an EMA indicator, then you want to correlate this with the EMA. You definitely want to have everything correlated so you can get into play at the same time. Because if I were to put, let's say, like a SMA or something, it would change slightly and it would just mess up my graph. So everything has to, match up. Whatever, if you use an EMA or SMA, it has to match up with the MA type. Then the length, leave it at 14. The derivative, leave that at 2. And the only thing that you have to do is wait for this bad boy to cross up to go for long, or go down to go for short, but yet you still have to have some type of correlation on all of these moving averages that you have here. So if you want to go for, let's say, puts, let me get what's been going down lately? Energy, right? Let me see, energy. Here we go. So for puts, as you can see, you see how this bad boy is red? That means it's puts. And then it correlated with that, and it's under the SMA. The RSI is under the moving average. As you can see, everything else is going below your original moving averages, your 9 and 20. So this will be a good time, definitely, to go short on it, because the order block is telling you that, hey, there's a lot of put buyers that's coming in. And sure enough, around this was in the afternoon, so a lot of put buyers came in. This is the confirmation. This was another confirmation with a death cross, and you can definitely go in and you would have made some profit on puts. So this order block is it's valuable. I don't use it as far as just a sole confirmation to go in. I use everything. Sometimes I really don't use anything really. I just go to my trading flow, my option flow, and look at it and boom, boom, bap, and look and see what I can find and call it out for you guys. Once I know it's 100% valuable and we can make money in a short time frame, within an hour or so of me posting the play, get in and get out, I will post it. Not all the time. I'll test it out myself first to see, hey, how long this trend will continue before I do call. Like the F, I won't probably call that until I see some more buyers come in the morning to call out that F play. That F play right now is okay, but I wouldn't call it yet. I usually test it out first before anything. So that's why sometimes I say, hey, I'm 90% or 87% in profit, because I played that like 30 minutes ago just to test it out for you guys, because I don't want you guys to get stomped out at all. I'm not perfect, 100% perfect, but yet we're making some money. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. All right. Any questions here? Any questions?
What's the best time frame? Like I'm just wondering, what's the best time frame to watch it consistently?
Now, to watch it when you want to enter, or if you're
while you're in, or while you're trying to jump in?
Well, you have to. Let me give you an example. Give me what's one of your good stocks? Give me a ticker.
Let's see. 1 second. Let me get to that. Let's say Facebook.
Okay. Now, do you want to day trade or scalp or swing?
Let's do a scalp.
Okay. Scalp, definitely 1 minute.
Definitely 1 minute on the scalp?
Definitely 1 minute, because what the scalp will tell you, here's what I usually do when I scalp. I would look at the 15-minute first just to see a direction. You always have to look at the bigger picture first. Always. I always have to look at the bigger picture. With scalping, I don't even look at the day, because you're in and out in a matter of minutes. Okay, with scalping. I would look at the 15 or the 30 minutes. If you want to go longer, an hour, tops. Don't go anything else. But the 15 minutes. I would look at the direction that this particular stock is heading. So right now, look at the 15-minute from here. Let's say if I wanted to play this in the morning. Right now, what I see is a bull flag. Okay, it's going up, and then right now it's consolidating. So the next step for this bad boy is to go up, because it will continue this continuation. So what a consolidation period is when buyers and sellers are really trying to make up their damn mind, are just fighting. Okay, the seller's saying, hey, this price is too high, I want to bring it down. The buyer's like, hell nah, I want this bad boy to go more. It's not even close enough to where I want this stock to be. Okay, so think of it like that, of consolidation. All right, so the buyers were in control, the first 15-20 minutes or so. So the buyers was in control. Now the sellers was trying to come in, and so now this is a consolidation. This is a consolidation, so this will be a continuation from this period. All right. Then I would go to the 1 minute to find my entry. What I would look for is a pullback. That's number one. I would look at the RSI. I would go to the SMA to see what's going on. I would just pull these up real quick to see, okay, this is right now, it's looked like it's curving up. This is showing that it is curving up. It passes that moving average threshold right here. This is good. So right now, the only thing I'm waiting for, because I set this line up, the only thing I'm waiting for is a nice pullback. The pullback could be to this level here in the 1 minute. So it would take around 4 or 5 minutes for it to pull back real quick to move on back up. So I would wait, and you can test this out first thing in the morning. Okay, I would wait until it pulled back enough right here. Then I would look at the candlestick pattern. The candlestick pattern would tell us it all. What I would look for, of course, is a doji, and this is the doji here. Let me take these out. I'm sorry. Take this out. Yeah. So right now, this is the hammer doji. Usually I call it a doji, but a lot of people would say hammer. The hammer would be this right here, but this is the a sign of continuation of a bullish continuation. So let's say if you were here, let's say today was this day right here, and I would tell you the same thing. Wait for a pullback down, and then look for certain signs to move it on back up. The first sign, of course, would look at your RSI, see if it's oversold or overbought. All right. The second sign would look at your particular moving averages to see what's going on. Don't even put the orb in there because it's not a factor. Okay. Don't even put the order blocks in because it's really not a factor because it's moving too fast for an order block to catch up. All right. The only thing I would use is my intuition and your technical analysis on where the stock is heading. So if you see for a fact, as you can see the pattern, it wasn't a consolidation and it's liable to move up. So it might do one more consolidation before it moves up. And once it breaks this particular plane, this price action of 216.79, and once that green candle is closed, then I'll go for long for a quick scalp.
Okay. Makes sense.
But always remember, stocks have memory. It's always going to pull back. No matter how strong the uptrend or the downtrend is, it always is going to have a retracement, a pullback. That's what I call it. Sometimes I say, hey, it's going to retrace or pull back. That's what I mean when I say that. Okay, last retracement before it goes up, or last pullback before it goes up. And this is what I'm watching on a 1 minute level. I would see the pullback. I would see the level that it's been in. And once it breaks that plane, then I know it's going to go up. So you always wait for a pullback. Don't just jump in now because you will get stomped out. And depending on which strike that you have, and theta can kill you. Theta can kill you. So if this particular stock does not move fast enough, I can go to a 9.7 theta, but I know for a fact, hey, like Tesla, I know for a fact, hey, that bad boy is going to move $20 within 30 minutes. So I'm not worried about the theta. But if it was like something like a Bank of America or a C that moves slow, then theta you would have to worry about. But in this case here, just wait for the pullback, wait for this level. Everything has a level. Every stock, I don't care if it's crypto, I don't care if it's indices, I don't care if it's gold, crypto, whatever the case may be. Every particular mainframe per se uses candlesticks, and it always has a level that the stock or the price will go back to. That's another thing you have to remember. It's always going to go back to that level. Once it reached that level, it's a matter of time either to break it or to keep it where it is and go down. This is why support and resistance is very important. This is why you need to learn support and resistance. That was the number one thing that I told my group when everyone first started. Support and resistance will be your friend. will be your friend. And I'm gonna show you why. Almost every stock that you see or that I pull up, you will see some type of charting, some type of charting, like this particular line. Like I knew this line here, if it doesn't go up to this particular line, that means you're looking at more downtrend, depending on where it is. SPY is my baby. I chart SPY like crazy. You want to see crazy charting on SPY, crazy shit on SPY. You're like, what the hell is going on? Why? Because I know for a fact there's certain levels. Let's go to a day. There's certain levels that SPY will adhere to, will go to before it either go up or go down. SPY has crazy levels because, of course, it's an ETF and it follows like the Googles and the Apples and the Teslas and so forth. So like you can see here, I can tell you right now for SPY on the daily, let's go to where it's at right now. As you can see, I charted SPY already earlier today. There's levels. You see these particular levels? You see how this is a daily. You see how ever since the March 8th, it's been hitting this particular price range and going down. And it goes down to, of course, this 276 and go up. And it was just recently that it broke that level. Okay. And this level was adhered to previously. And I tell my people always go back because there's certain levels that it hit that it may not hit again. So you always got to be conscious of where that price level is previously. Okay.
Would
so,
you consider that a double bottom that you were just charting?
right here?
Yeah.
If I take this out, I wouldn't consider, let me see a daily. Let me get this out for you. Kind of, sort of. Let me see. This is the last one here. Yeah, I would depict it because, of course, this is the last price that it reached previously and it went back up. So, yeah, this will be a double bottom. But now, what do you think is going to form now? Very easy to look at.
A double top.
Bam. There you go. Because why? It's reaching that level now where it's either going to make it or break it. And right now it hasn't surpassed that level yet. Okay, that's the previous level that SPY hit. So now to go for calls, you would want to see this bad boy, the next candlestick, to close above this price action. And if it doesn't, you know for a fact it's going to go back to this level. Easy. So these price, I hate when I do that. Sorry. So these charting, the support and resistance is very good. And this is a form of support and resistance right here. So right now, what you will see here is a range. It's in a range. It hasn't broken that range yet ever since March 3rd. Yes, people have been making money for a couple of days here and there, but if you want to see a big move, it has to break this range that it was sitting at since March 3rd. Just like Tesla today. Okay, Tesla has been sitting in the range for quite some time. This is a double top. Just by looking at it, this is a double top. So Tesla has been in a range, and that double top, that last leg of the double top, took it all the way down ever since December 31st of last year. So now, as you can see here, this was a range. I'm sorry, guys. As you can see here, come on, baby. This was a range. Tesla was in a range for quite some time. And what happened today? It broke that range. So now it's going to go to newer heights. Once another candlestick closed above, you're looking for Tesla to reach this high by next week, if it continues this particular range that is good in that. So now, as you can see, these were key levels that Tesla was sitting at for quite some time, and it finally broke today. Well, almost. I'm hoping that, of course, it's going to break. I'm sure it's going to break, because as you can see here, this bad boy is just jumping. higher and higher and higher. And if you put your MA's line, what do you see here? There's going to be a golden cross by tomorrow. And when that golden cross, what happens to that golden cross right here? That is more bullish sentiment for the rest of the week until Friday. So there's certain things that you have to just, and it's going to take time. Trust me. I've been doing this for six odd years. It's going to take time. The first 2 years, I've lost so much money. So it's going to take time just to identify certain things within seconds, just to make your decision, especially when you're doing day plays or when you're scalping. You have to just, as soon as you pull up an account, you have to know exactly where it's heading. It's like, bam, okay, this might be a double bottom, okay, bam, bam, is going up. Good. Why? Because it was coming from a high. It came from a high. Now, here's the cool thing right now. Here's the thing that you want to see for NVIDIA. This was a level that NVIDIA touched. This was a level, the same level NVIDIA touched again. This level, NVIDIA touched and it went down. NVIDIA touched and it went down. So now NVIDIA is testing this bad boy. The only thing for a bullish sentiment, a great bullish sentiment, is for a green candle to close above this line. As a matter of fact, I'm going to save this for tomorrow, and we're going to go back to this tomorrow. Okay, so I want a green candle to close above NVIDIA to go higher. Because why? It's been testing this level for so many times, ever since October. See, it touched it here, it touched it here, and touched it here. It touched it here. It went down, it went back up, and it broke. Beautiful. Then it came back up back in February. It didn't move back. It didn't move above that 269 level. It touched it again for the second time, and it went down. It tried here, it went down. So now, what is it doing again? It's testing that 269 one more time. It's testing that shit. So right now, it may not break it because, of course, you see that that RSI, it's pointing downward. So we want to, matter of fact, I'm going to tell you right now what's going to happen. Where is it? Short expiry. Ah, shit. It's going to be a lot of puts coming in. You see all that for 325 and 41? So a NVIDIA may not go up higher. And that curve that it did here may not go up higher. And if I put in my order block shows that sellers are, puts are coming in. So it may not hit. And another confirmation, there's a lot of puts that's coming in. And you see within 2 minutes, I showed you, hey, this can happen to this particular stock. That's how fast the market moves, and that's how fast you have to move. And it's going to take time. And you have me here. You know, everyone, you have me here. You can DM me day and night. I don't sleep. My wife, she, I don't know how she did with me, but she's good. She's taken care of. So she doesn't care. But you can DM me. And if you have questions like, yo, what do you think is going to happen to this? You know, again, I may not be 100% because yes, this was kind of like a double bottom. It went up, down, up, down, up. And the next move is to go back down. So I don't see any calls. The last call, a lot of calls was back on March 15th. So I don't see a lot of calls coming in. The only thing I see that may populate is puts. And it correlates with this here. And some of these are, yep, bids and asks. So some of these are, what should we call it? Other type of options that I used to play. The, what is it? It's on the tip of my tongue. Martine, shit.
What type of options?
It's on the tip of my tongue. We used to play this a lot. The spreads.
Call spreads?
Yeah, these are kind of like, these are a couple of spreads, and how you can tell by the spreads, well, these are not, yeah. So like, let's see. It has to have the same strike One has to be a call, one has to be a put with the same strike. So right here, this will be a spread. So this is a spread. So it's not at the ask, so it doesn't have an ask or a bid, but this will be a kind of like a spread because it does have the same strike and the same expiration. So that's a spread. So it's saying, hey, it doesn't know where it's going to go. So a lot of people are being on the safe side right now with NVIDIA, but some of it are straight puts. And it correlates with NVIDIA may not go higher than this. But we have to see how Tesla, how Google, and how the rest do. Actually, since this is a semiconductor stock, MU, AMD, and the rest of these semiconductors have to pick up the scalp, especially Qualcomm. Qualcomm, in order for this to move a lot, other semiconductors have to move. So I can go to Qualcomm and see what Qualcomm doing. Qualcomm may move. Yeah, Qualcomm got a little settlement here. GFS is another semiconductor stock that I list. It has some good pickup. Let's see Dell. Dell got some good call orders coming in. Let's see Intel. Intel is okay. Now let's see the ETF. This is the ETF for semiconductors. So it looks okay, looks bullish enough. But of course, a lot of people don't worry about all this. They want to worry about the big boys. And the big boys are AMD, NVIDIA, and MU as far as an semiconductor sector. So MU look like it's, I would have to, let me see, MU. Let me look at the hourly. Yeah, MU may look like it's on a downtrend after this particular range. So right now, MU is in a range and it may go up and may go down. We don't know yet. We'll just have to see about tomorrow. But for NVIDIA, again, for NVIDIA to move from that range, calls have to come in. And this right here, this combination, you see these two combinations? This is a tweezer top. How I know it's a tweezer top, it formed the same candlestick, and plus the wick is almost the same. It doesn't have to be exactly the same, but it's almost the same. So this is a tweezer top, and what the tweezer top is telling me, there's a tweezer top and a tweezer bottom. The tweezer bottom, of course, is a bullish sentiment, and the tweezer tops are bearish sentiments. So there's a lot of information right here that I may not go in until I see what's going on first thing tomorrow. Tweezer's top shows bullish. RSI shows bullish, but the MA shows bearish. Tweezer's top shows bearish. RSI shows bearish, but the MA shows slightly bullish. And plus the calls came in earlier this week, so we'll see. But NVIDIA did good today, though. Did good in the last couple of days. So we'll see. Any other questions?
So Gabe, real quick, Gabe, people are saying, and they know for a fact Tesla's going to 1,000. And I know it's really close, but why do they say that? Do they really know, or are they just hoping?
Well, there was news on Tesla today or the other day. I think Tesla, has opening a giga factory or some shit like that. So that settlement right there helped Tesla with his new giga factory. So that was the news that basically skyrocketed Tesla up today only.
Okay.
So that's the thing to watch.
Make sure. Yeah, I'm ready. Okay, thanks.
That's for the thing to watch for. You see Tesla, I chart the shit out of Teslas a lot. So Tesla looks good for tomorrow. The only threshold by Friday, if it's Tesla's going to reach 1,000 tomorrow and up. So if Tesla reaches around 1,100, that's when you're going to see more. That's when you want to see downtrend, because now once Tesla move up, here's another threshold that Tesla going to have to worry about right here. You see this here? This is a range. So once Tesla go in between here, it may stop around the 1,100 mark and go down. But for the next day or two, I see Tesla being bullish. Because there's nothing that's stopping Tesla right now. Even if you pull up, you know, there's calls that's coming in. There's even spreads that's coming in for Tesla. So there's some good calls that's coming in. If you look at just the calls only for Friday, there's some nice calls that's coming in. So really nothing is stopping Tesla unless Elon Musk say some bullshit. And once he say some bullshit, you know what happens. You know what happens. Tesla will drop 100 points, $100 within seconds. If Tesla say, oh, I lied about the Gigafactory, then you'll see Tesla go down to like 600 in a matter of seconds. So hopefully he keeps his mouth shut this week. And hopefully the feds, because, you know, of course, the feds are talking at 8 o'clock tomorrow in the morning. So hopefully that'll bring some good news for everything else to skyrocket. So we got some good chances tomorrow with Tesla. I like Tesla. I'm watching Tesla, definitely Google and Microsoft. So those three I'm going to watch. Apple. Peter, you still on? Peter, I think he left. I think he left, but Apple looks like it may do some damage tomorrow, probably go up before it heads back down. All right, any other questions? Going once, going twice. All right, so that's it for tonight. And again, if you guys want to have any questions or want to do a one-on-one, by all means, please DM me. Let's correlate a schedule. And even on the weekends sometime, if I'm available on the weekends, if I'm not doing anything but charting, and if you want to do a quick Zoom one-on-one real quick for 30 minutes to chart or to do some stuff, by all means, we'll do it. I'm available for you guys because I want you guys to win. I want you guys to not wait 2 years, 2.5 years, like I did, losing $30,000-$40,000 like I did in the beginning. I want you guys to at least know enough to make you some money, where whatever money that you put in the beginning, you can put that back in your bank. And only thing you can do right now is play with house money. I've been playing with house money since, when was it? 2019. So even if I lose, yes, it affects me, but not the way where, oh shit, I just lost my damn monthly check or weekly savings or monthly savings or yearly savings or nothing like that. So that's where I want you guys to be. And I know Jess is moving on up. I want to congratulate Jess for this week and last week. Jess been hitting it and she doesn't need my help anymore.
What? That is not true.
Jess been killing it.
Jess is killing that me out, man. She was killing me out.
Listen, Jess, when you first came in, how much knowledge did you know about stocks?
Not too much.
Not too much. And actually, Jess have a cousin who's in stock that didn't want to help her.
My sister.
Oh, your sister. Okay. Jess has a sister that does options that really didn't. I'm sorry if I say this, Jess, but she really didn't want to help Jess. And I was like, you know what? All right. If she don't want to help, I got you.
Yeah.
And ever since then, Jess been killing it by herself. All you see is, oh, I'm out 100%. I'm out 200%. I'm like, oh shit. Okay, Jess.
Not yet. Not 200. Not yet.
But
yeah,
Jess,
I'm trying.
Jess, little knowledge. What was it? 4 months ago? 5 months ago? Yeah. With little knowledge, and after everything that I taught her, she's on her own right now. Beautiful.
Thank
I love
you.
it. Love it. I got Eldora and Dr. C. Same thing. They're making plays right now on their own. They've been through countless of classes where they've paid a lot of freaking money for the knowledge that I gave them, or it's still giving them. I can't express how I'm happy for them. You know, they spent a lot of money and now they're seeing that money come back. You know, from the things that I've been teaching. I just want you guys, number one, just to bear with me, because not every day we're going to win. There's going to be some red days. There's going to be some times that I fuck up, you know, but I want at least out of the 5 trading days, we win 3 or 4 out of those. There's going to be some times we lose because, of course, with the market, like yesterday, you know, the Fed spoke and they fucked us up. And look what happened today. The Fed didn't say a goddamn word and we made money. They say shit about the interest rate, any hikes, nothing. And we did very good today. So just bear with me, guys. For the new people that's in the room, I got you. I got you. You can, everybody that's on here, Eldora, Dr. C, Jess, they can attest to it. If you need me, I'm here.
And that is so true. We appreciate you, brother. We really do.
You're welcome, baby girl. You're welcome.
No one, I mean,
Huh?
yeah, he's the bomb. I said, no, he's the bomb. But yeah, good night. I gotta go.
All right, guys. So again, for the new people that's in the group, if you need me, I'm here for you. Okay, just ask in the room. There's other people out there that could definitely help you. Okay, so we got this.
Okay, where are you posting this video at?
On the YouTube.
Okay.
I'll post it. If not tonight, because I got to do some things with the wife. If not tonight, then definitely by tomorrow I'll post it.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Okay, thank you. Good night.
No problem. Good night. Good night. Mateen, Derek, guys, let's rock and roll, okay?
Thank you so much.
All right, man.
Have a
Good
good
night.
night.
All right. Have a good night, guys. Bye-bye.